Hi, my name is Ashley Sotoodeh, and this is my persuasive speech. This is my note card, and the first source, second source, third source, fourth source, and the fifth source. And here's my audience. Okay.
Yeah, right there.
All right. So imagine you're watching your favorite TV show, right, on Tuesday night. Let's say it's Pretty Little Liars, because that's one of my favorite TV shows. And you're so into it, you're about to find out who A is, which is the whole point of the show. And bam, it cuts to a commercial. But what do you see? You see the SPCH commercial with Sarah McLachlan and the song with the angels, and your heart breaks because you see these poor animals who've been injured or who've been abused, and you see that they're sad and it makes you sad, and you just kind of want to get to the movie. But it's a serious topic, and it's something that I care about because I have like a dog and I have 2 cats, and they mean the world to me. And it's a good topic for y'all because y'all are gonna have pets in the future, hopefully, if y'all want them, or y'all have pets now, and they're really a big part of your family. So my topic for my speech is that the penalties for abusing animals should be equivalent to the penalties for the abuse of a child or the abuse of a human. And my main points are that if someone abuses a pet that they have early in their life, it's a really big indicator that they're going to go on to do something to do with having criminal activity, or that they're going to abuse a loved one of their own in the future, but whether it be their spouse or their child or someone in their family. So that leads me to my first point, which is that, of course, if someone abuses their pet, whether it be as a child or as an adult, it's a big indicator that something might be wrong with them. They might not have the same values as we have for our pets or for our children or anything. So one of the statistics I have from the Humane Society of the United States, and the article is the Animal Cruelty and Human Violence, is that a 2001 to 2004 study by the Chicago Police Department, it reported that those arrested for animal crimes, of those arrested for animal crimes, 65% had been arrested for battery against another person, and of 36 convicted multiple murders questioned in one study, 46% admitted committing acts of animal torture as adolescents. So those statistics really put in perspective the indication of whether they're prone to abuse anyone in their family or have acts of violence or anything in the future. And it leads me to another statistic that there's instances of a lot of mass serial killers having animal abuse in their past as adolescents or as teenagers. And one other source is the AVO Naked blog, Do Animal Abusers Deserve Tougher Sentences? And there's one famous murderer, his name is Patrick Sherrill, and he killed 14 of his coworkers before shooting himself. And it was seen that he had a deep history of dogfighting. Another person was Jeffrey Dahmer, and he was a serial killer who also impaled dogs, cats, and other animals. And then Carol Edward Cole, and he was accused of committing murders, and he said his first act of violence was strangling a puppy when he was a kid. So it really makes you realize that some of these instances shouldn't be taken for granted. You should really get help if you see a little child doing that and they think it's fun, or they think like nothing's wrong with it, or something like that, because it could really become a serious problem with themselves as well as others in the future. And so, yeah, basically, animal abuse can lead to battery, murder, shootings with a person. And that leads me to my second point. Animals are fragile. They're like children in a way. They're harmless unless they've been provoked or unless they've been irritated. A lot of them are really friendly, kind animals. I have 3 animals and they're all really nice until like you get on their bad side. But I mean, they're nice creatures and they're that way most of the time. So they shouldn't be like neglected or abused, and if they are, they should be put in an environment that better takes care of them, because they have a soul, they have a heart, they have a brain, they have emotions, they have all of those things, and it's really sad to see them go through abuse and go through neglect if they don't have to. So since they're kind of like a small child, and the fact that they have emotions and they have a heart and they have feelings, the penalty for abusing a pet should be the same as abusing a child, just because both of them, they can't really say anything. They can't tell you, hey, stop abusing me, or they kind of don't realize what's going on until it's kind of too late. And my third point is that right now the laws and the fines they're severe in the case that usually it's about 2 years of imprisonment if it's a very serious degree, and it can be upwards of about like $10,000 fine. And so that's a lot of money and a lot of time to consider, consider what they have done. But it's not as severe as child abuse. So one of my statistics is from the SPCH of Texas, the Texas Animal Cruelty Laws, and it says that Locos Law went into effect September 1st, 2001. And it made animal cruelty a felony and punishable by a $10,000 fine and up to 2 years in jail. And this law was named for a puppy called Loco, whose eyes were intentionally gouged out. And then prior to Loco's law, animal cruelty was not considered a felony under Texas law. So it really makes you think, 14 years ago, these laws weren't even really in place in Texas, and it's kind of weird to think about that they weren't in place. But since then, that's the law that's currently been used in Texas, and that's the law a lot of people follow. But it's just it's still not enough, because after 2 years of imprisonment, they can still get another dog, or they can get another cat, or get another animal, and they can abuse them or neglect them, and it's not really like we're teaching them a lesson. And the child abuse laws right now is that a person, this is from findlaw.com, child abuse penalties and sentencing. It says that a person charged with child abuse faces a wide range of penalties and sentencing possibilities depending on several factors. So depending on how badly they abused the child or how badly they neglected the child is how they base the punishment, basically. And then it says that a lifetime requirement to register as a child sex offender if they abuse them, termination of parental rights, supervised access to a child, and physical or actual loss of enjoyment of a child. So with child abuse, they can take away the child and they can take away the rights to actually have the child, but that's not really what they do for dogs and cats and other animals alike. So that's where I'm saying that line should kind of be drawn in the case where they should really limit the animals that people have if they've been known to neglect them. And just a story to hit home. This is from the Dallas Morning News, and the title is "The Dallas Man Faces Charges After Police Say He Killed Neighbor's Dog." So this is in Dallas. This is like really close to home. Dallas police arrested Larry Washington. He was 49, and he posted a $1,000 bond on the misdemeanor charge and was released the next day. The dog that was in the article was tangled like in their leash, and the owner's mother unhooked the leash to let them out, and the dog went to the neighbor's lawn, the Larry Washington's guy. And Larry Washington grabbed the dog and hit him, and then fed the dog antifreeze from a blue bowl, and the dog died 15 minutes later. And his record included conviction of drug, theft, burglary, not really like abuse with the dog when he was a child, but still, you know, convictions of charges, which, I mean, still is just as bad, but, I mean, he had no right to do that to the dog. They just wanted to, like, get out, have some fun. Maybe they were excited from being leashed the whole day. So that really shows you that some people take things too far. That was someone's dog, someone's, like, family member, and they don't have that anymore because someone just didn't feel that they should be let out or something. So just to summarize, my topic was that the penalties for abusing animals should be the same as for abusing children. And just something that I want y'all to take away from this speech is that y'all can, you know, see the indicators of like child abuse. Maybe like your cousin or something, or your brother, like your little brother or something is like kind of being like neglectful with the dog or abusing him in a slight way, and just tell him like, hey, like the dog has feelings too, like they're part of our family, you know, like let them be, or just something like that. Or if you see that a dog is being abused or neglected by a neighbor or something and they shouldn't be, like just to seek help for the dog or the cat or any animal really, and to report it if it's necessary. Yeah, that's my speech.